morning, my beautiful mommies. I wanted to hop on because I decided not to work out today, and I'm just sitting on my back patio having a cup of coffee and um, watching a couple of videos on YouTube and just feeling really good. I've been going through a lot of transformations lately. I've been trying to create more space in my life to have time to focus on me. And anyway, just wanted to hop on here. I also just recently had a session with my image consultant, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I can't wait to do a video on my journey into learning about image consulting and all that fun stuff. But definitely now that I'm in my 40s, just having this desire to just continue to be more and more connected and in harmony with who I am. And I think a lot of times, at least for me, being a mom, being a wife, also in the business world, a lot of times we get pulled into a lot of different directions. And it's interesting and leave it to a pandemic, to start to dig your heels in the sand and say, okay, wait a minute, right? Because there's so many requests, there's so many needs, everybody needs something, right? And one thing that happened for me is at one point during COVID, and during the lockdown, I thought I had COVID. I had gotten really sick. And I've never been this sick before. I was in bed and in my room for multiple days. And it's interesting, this is the first time in my life, and I'm in my 40s. I definitely previously was in my masculine energy a lot, high achieving, work, which I honor that about myself. I'm so appreciative that I went through that phase and just honoring that side of me. But when I was sick, it was the first time, and I don't even think I realized this until about 10 months later, where I did not work even in bed while I was sick. All throughout my career, all throughout school, any job that I had, even if I was sick, I still found time to get into bed and with my laptop and still get things done. I was all about, all right, I got this. I'm getting things done, right? And it felt so good. This was the first time that I felt so sick. So it's a combination of two things. One, I felt so sick that I literally opened my laptop, and I remember this because I crawled out of bed, reached over for my laptop, brought it up, opened it, composed an out of office email that I wasn't feeling well, and if there were any emergencies, please, text me or call my cell, because I realized that I couldn't even, I had such bad headaches that I couldn't even open my eyes at certain points. So anyway, the point being that I felt bad enough that I was like, I can't even read emails right now. So I sent that, and I closed my laptop for 3 days. I have never in the history of my career closed my laptop for 3 days to heal and take care of myself when I was sick. I have always been the type of person that's pushed through. Yes, I can lay down in bed, but I still am working. I'm still getting things done. So that was the one side of it was just how I felt, and for the first time not feeling like I could open up and look at emails. And this is in my 40s, okay? And then the second piece was, because we thought it might be COVID, I was quarantined into my room. So at first I was a little upset about this, but being a mom, and especially when everybody comes to you for needs, and everybody needs something, right? 3 days of the door shut, and my husband, love him so much, you know, he didn't want to get COVID. Luckily, I did not have COVID. I had something else. But because we thought it might be COVID, we were keeping me separate from everyone else. My husband was dropping food off at the door for me. And so really, this is twofold, right? Of 2 layers of being able to actually rest when I was sick. And I realized that this is almost a luxury for me, a luxury to actually close down and rest my body, get nourishing food, and actually take care of myself when I'm not feeling well. And I realized this is the first time I've done this in over 40 years. And it was kind of a wake-up call, because it's almost a basic need, I feel like. But in today's society and the working world, it's actually a luxury. It's a luxury that when you're sick and you're not feeling well, you can actually pause and rest and take care of yourself and have time to heal. And I know there have been times where I've pushed through in the past, and I was still sick 2 weeks later. And I really believe it's because I did not take the time to rest. I think it's because I kept pushing through, and my body never got that full ability to rest and rejuvenate and heal. And so I was sitting on the patio, and you know, out of that experience, it was a wake-up call. It's kind of a slap in the face, to be honest. And realizing that I have a desire to make more space in my life, that if I need to close the door, or if, and let's say that, you know, and I haven't always been able to close the door, but if I need to take time to take care of myself, I somehow make space during the day to do that, even if it's for an hour, even if it's for a couple of hours, and rest my body. Because a lot of times, all our bodies need is some time and rest. And back in my 20s and 30s, I felt like I didn't have time. I don't have time to be sick. I don't have time for that. I have things that need to be done. I have client projects that they need their deliverables. We have milestones. We don't have time for me to be sick. And so I do believe that this is a luxury a lot of times, but I'm trying to make it even a basic need, and changing my lifestyle, changing my environment, changing my schedule. Not only that if I do get sick, I can make space and time for rest, but also that I'm making more time for, you know, and being mindful about nutrition and just keeping my body, not perfectly. I also love my cheat meals, but keeping my body well maintained along the way, so that when something does happen and I come down with something, or, you know, whatever, right, life, that I already have a good base and I can really do what my body needs for me to heal. And so anyway, just wanted to share that story. It's crazy. It's crazy to me that in my 40s, that's the first time in my life where I was sick and I actually took time to heal. I mean, even after the baby, and it's not work, it's not the business world, but you get thrown into the routine, right? And you don't have sleep, and there's not a lot of time to take care of yourself. And at the end of the day, the baby needs you, right? And there are different things that you can do. And I've made other videos that talk about how you can get short breaks. And I'm going to be talking about how to, build a village in the modern day, because it's not the same as it was for our mothers. And so anyway, just wanted to share this story, definitely just being in this space and getting to sit here even for 30 minutes and, realizing that I am a little bit worn out, and taking that morning off from work intentionally to rest, to slow down, to relax my mind. And that has taken a lot of inner work. Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother thing, to physically slow down, but then to mentally slow down as well. And it really, I've really had to rewire my brain to do that, because the way I was raised, the culture I was raised in, it was all about getting things done and achieving and accomplishing, which are all wonderful things. But now that I'm in my 40s, I'm also honoring both the masculine energy and the feminine energy side, and finding balance between the two and just honoring those two. So anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. You may be getting things done. Maybe you need to take, 20 minutes to just sit down and pause and rest your body, rest your mind, take just a quick break. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.